drawing here, see what comes up. It was fun last week doing a couple of pictures. Surprised they didn't get much reaction compared to other things I've done. Thought they turned out pretty good. And I don't usually like my work, but I did like how those turned out. The corn maze. Is there one? Is there a corn maze in Zellwood this year? I thought they stopped that. Those are the same guys, same family that had the corn festival. I thought there was some liability issue or something, so they quit doing it years ago. I just drove through there twice on Thursday. No, only once. That's right, because I went up Fellsmere. I'm not even sure if the same family still owns all that corn land or not. Been a lot of buying and selling land out that way. And a lot. I drove through. There are a lot of traffic lights through there too, because there's some bad. Toll roads snaking all over the place now that really have no business there. Encouraging some sprawl and mess to hurt the outdoors and cost us taxpayer a lot. All those toll roads I saw, those traffic lights, all that mess. My goodness, there's a lot of it. Some of that's really sensitive area. And should be corn. We should be growing food for ourselves, not building roads. We can't eat roads, guys. Hello, Bill Dussinger. And by the way, hello, Sharon. I just saw you post about the corn maze. A lot of folks are surprised we have corn mazes in Florida, but golly, corn's been such an important part of our agricultural business for so long. I've got a lot of work to try to get done this week, too. Who really don't like, there are a lot of folks in Florida who really don't like raccoons. But it's only because they get in their way. And I'd like to draw a corn maze. Yes, it is Long and Scott Farms on weekends until December 13th. Hello, Mike Wilkie. Really, Long and Scott Farms. Now I can't remember the family name. Who had? Do you ever go to the Zellwood Sweet Corn Festival? I only went a couple times. I don't like crowds. I really don't like crowds. I really try to avoid them. And that was a very, very, very crowded event. But wow, if you like corn, the last time I went was, God, I guess almost 17, 18 years ago. My mother, I think it was my mother and I went. It was before my mother left. Well, before my mother left and before my mother died, oddly enough, yes. I think it was, so maybe it was longer ago than that. No, I know what, I went, yeah, that was the last time. It was just so crowded. I think my mother wanted to go, so I took her, because no one else went with us. I tried to get others to go, but they didn't want to. Oh, and Sharon, I'm going to aim to try to get to the comic book club meeting on the 21st. So I'm going to see if I meet up with you then too and get you that picture. Of course, I have stuff to do the picture. Hopefully the 21st, if all goes as planned. I might just keep this drawing this simple. Because I admit I'm a little tired. Long day. A lot of driving. I stopped at Meehan's. I've decided my Christmas picture is going to be the candy kitchen in where's my candy kitchen hat? I don't know if it's got stuff in it. The candy kitchen in Madeira Beach. I stopped at Meehan's Office Supply, which celebrates 100 years next year. If I do it next year, it'll be to celebrate their 100th birthday. But I keep going in there and running into surly people. And I'm okay that there's sometimes surly people. It's just that it's become a constant there. And I don't mean this isn't recent. This is over years. Hands, I go into Hands Office Supply, which also started in 21. I've already done Hands. Hands was the Christmas card about 10 years ago. But they're always so nice. And the owner's so nice, but Meehan's has some ugly people in there. I want to support them. I did. I bought some things. I really shouldn't have, but I did. I want to support them. And I gave them some Christmas cards, and they still weren't very nice. I don't understand how people are. I don't understand why people are so ugly these days. I'll put in one more butterfly just because. Yeah, I had a little pan I put outside. Sometimes I'll let the rain wash out certain things because the rain can do a better job than I will for some general stuff. And I'll see the raccoons that come out, wash their hands and whatever. I'm glad to assist the fellas. So I'll come back at 7 o'clock and watercolor this and watercolor. Now this little ducky probably wouldn't be this color. But it's more readable this way. Let that dry for a bit. Actually, I'm going to put some yellow up in here too. So yellow. How are y'all doing, by the way? Y'all doing okay? How y'all are? I was over in Brevard County yesterday, mingling about. Got a chance to stop at Erna Nixon Park. I'll post another photo from that today. Well, I should be doing it right now over at my Swampies, Florida. Wish I'd had more time there, but I did a lot yesterday in a very short period of time. Going to Erna Nixon State Park, then going to Meehan's Office Supply in downtown Melbourne, celebrating 100 years next year. I was thinking about the subject of my Christmas card this year, but it does look like it will be. I will say now, it will be the Candy Kitchen, and I hope to be starting that this week. I will be starting that this week. Using one of these lives, probably I'll work on it. Some of it. And I might do Meehan's, but I tell you, every time I go into Meehan's recently, in the last 10 years or more, well, actually, ever since I've gone in there, I've typically run into someone who's a bit surly. And yesterday was no different. There was a nice young lady there, nicest person I've run. There's a combination. There was a nice young lady and a nice, not so nice person who was older and clearly from up north, but she didn't want to talk about it. She didn't like that I figured her out. She wasn't nice at all, and it gives me hesitation because I don't like promoting places that are troublesome. Like the recent problem I had at the Alessi Bakery, a place I do a lot of promotion and try to get folks to because of their being around for so long. But the way I was recently treated there, I can't. I just something's wrong and they need to straighten it out over there. And I'm not even going there this year. I usually go there every Christmas and drop off a Christmas print. So folks may even wonder what happened to that Christmas print this year, because I doubt they'll ever connect the two. But that's okay. I just can't morally and ethically go back there after the way I was treated, and they know that. I've talked to others there who know of it, but so it'll be a year before I reconnect with Alessi, maybe more. I said I would. I said that about Biff Burger in St. Petersburg, that after they did something that really was not nasty, but was just really stupid. I said, golly, if you're doing that to me, what are you doing to others? So I said I'd come back about a year. That was 3.5 years ago. I've still not gone. I love that place, but. And I'm sure I've done this to people too, where I've gotten them so upset they'll never talk to me again. I guess that happens to. And I don't want to see these businesses go away, but I also don't want to send folks there. Yeah, I was with quite a lot of people yesterday at different points. Let me get this in here. And I will put this one up. I forgot I was doing some for sale. This week went so crazy. I forgot about that. So what was that? Was it $35? I think for these, something like that. just going to add some more. I was trying to tell the folks at Behance about Bob Ross. They had no idea that he was where he did his work. And I was trying to tell them they're still being surly even about that. And I was there to help promote their business. I don't understand. I wasn't asking anything of them. I don't think it seems like that lady just want to be that way to everybody. Which could explain why I was the only person in there. All right, now what do I want to do here? I'm just going to kind of close all this off. Kind of put that down in there. I'm real tickled this past week I got to a park, which wasn't a good park, Fellsmere Nature Preserve. I don't recommend it. Looks like it was a big project to give away to make some money for some contractors, and then they kind of let it go. It's sitting there. Seems like the folks do use it, but it's mostly being trampled by bicycles and golf carts. Go there thinking you're going to get a trail guide. Well, you're crazy. Most of them are gone. They're either, most of them are gone, period. There's nothing. Or if they are there, they've been rained on or sopping wet, and they're a mess. If they're there, you really get them out. You can't read them. And apparently this place is built for the idea of them built, so they're busy making a gazebo and putting pavers everywhere, and all this expensive stuff. They didn't bother to make any markers for the hiking, or the bikes, or the whole reason it's there. So when you start going through it, brush up with the marks off. So I'm still not sure what exactly it is. I'll be alive. I'll probably say. If it ain't documented, to me it's hearsay. That ain't good enough for me at all. Well, as Missy does law stuff, same thing, you know. Give me some empirical facts that can be backed up, and I'm listening. Going to help define this a little bit in here. Now I need to get into this duck. I'm running out of memory here, Mr. Phone. All right, let me get into this guy. But it weren't much. Jurisdictional lines. So I've got to have those jurisdictional lines. and that's what I follow. But I've got hymnals for Fernandina Beach and Panama City, and I don't know, lots of places, lots and lots and lots of places. I've got lots of Catholic. I've also got all kinds of little. I've got all sorts of things. I've got so much stuff about Florida history. But the other thing I was going to say I have is I like to read are some of the treaties that were done, especially in the 1800s. Not necessarily. I mean, they might be religious based. It depends. For example, Robert Ingersoll, who was definitely anti-religious in his way, had some very interesting things that he talked about, and I've got an interesting collection of those writings. Very interesting. And I'm familiar with Ingersoll because of some other work I did. And I found it's a very rare book, a collection of his. Because there's not a lot of sermons. Well, I guess, I mean, I've got the writings of Robert Service. I've got a bunch of those. And who else? I've just got a lot. I've got a large library. Sell stuff. I guess I should let that be the final arbiter as to whether, again, empirical evidence. So if whatever sells, because I may continue this past October just to continue to create product that'll be available. Because again, if whatever doesn't sell here goes on Etsy, for they'll all be more expensive there. But we're about to put a bunch of stuff up there. I'm trying to show the water is actually coming up into the grass a little bit. I don't know if that's how obvious that is. Been a lot of rain. Been seeing some rain here. We still need a lot of rain. It's still pretty dry out there.